Cause I've been acting like sour milk on the floor. It's your fault you didn't shut the refrigerator door. Maybe that's the reason I've been acting so cold. If I could escape and recreate my own world, and I could be the screams. That's all I ever hear anymore. The screams of people who don't want to exist, but still do, despite that. Have you ever thought about that? Everybody who has ever existed, never asked to exist. Kind of crazy, huh? We're all just thrust into the world with no regard to our own consent or anything like that. You know the acronym, you know the summer edition, you know what we're here for. To give you the rundown of what's been going on for the past 2 or 3 weeks, to tell y'all what is going on in my life. I have just a slight idea of what everybody else is doing. I've been piecing it together through Snapchat and Instagram. Diego is pissing all over the world, or I think he's done now. He's in Dallas. He's been using that like filter or thing on Instagram, and he just kept on doing it for days and days and days on end. It's kind of admirable, really. So I guess he's traveling around. Marina has an internship. She posted something like, yes, I'm pretty busy. I've run out of music or stuff. And I gave her some weird suggestions. Akansha is doing Disney stuff with Lucasfilm and all that, and she's been posting a little bit about that. Who else? No one else, I think, has posted anything. I know Sophia is working. She's not going to Brazil until another week and a half or so, maybe 2. And I am doing an internship of my own with the artist guy, who I've been looking more into. He's pretty interesting. He's pretty out there, pretty weird. He's been around for a while. He has his own little website, the Hive website. If you guys want, go check that out. I'm working on an art car of sorts with him. I've been doing research. I've started doing some drawings, not like regular sketches yet, but more like just overlays on top of different cars of the kinds of things we might do. That's before I start doing any real sketches or drawings like that. He's pretty good to work with. I have more flexible hours because I have 2 summer classes. They're just beating the crap out of me. You know, I gotta devote like 6 hours to these classes every day, even like on weekends, just to keep up. And it sucks. Yeah, my summer's just kind of gone. I'm still here, basically switching between my parents' house because it doesn't really make economic sense to get my own place. So yeah, I'm pretty by myself again, which is not new. I did take Jose to the museum, just to get away from it all. That was kind of neat. Showed him around, showed him the Lego sculpture that was also made by someone with a similar last name to me. And yeah, that's the rundown, I think. Not much has happened, really. I'm learning about the history of the United States early on, and how much slavery there was, and how much just everybody except white landowners pretty much were fucked. And it's like, oh geez. But then again, you know, what's so different from today? Am I right, brothers? Am I right, my friends? Society. Did you know that we live in one? That's not something you hear every day, that we live in this quote-unquote society. So, I guess with that out of the way, let's move on to Bridgerton. I've watched the other episode after that, the fourth one. Yes, the fourth one. What happened in it? Let's see. Let me go. I usually look up what I just watched and scrub through it, because I guess I don't have a good memory when it comes to these things. So, right, An Affair of Honor, Or no. Wait. Which one am I on? I ended with 3. So 4, yeah, 4, an affair of honor. So she's like not happy with the prince. She wants to be with the Duke, Simon, right? And it's like, whoa, crazy. Eloise is still lurching for Lady Whistledown's identity. She's like, I'm actually kind of invested in that a little bit. I think a little bit more than the main plot, because I'm like, well, I don't really have any idea, do I? Who this person is, and Eloise is kind of fun, but that's only around for a few minutes. The artist guy is like invited to the other artist because of the painting he criticized, and then he's invited to the artist, and like, whoa, there's a bunch of nude women and people and stuff in this art thing, and they're drawing them. And I'm like, yeah, those exist. I know that people actually do that, but it's not nearly as sensual as it's portrayed. I haven't actually done it myself, but from what I hear, it's pretty awkward when you actually try to do those life drawing sessions, and not fun at all. And yeah, but that's like, whoa, that's the scandalous nature of this artist person. So the prince and Daphne like are still trying to get into each other's business. And of course, no one's happy about the situation. So they got frisky at the garden, and the brother got upset. And then the brother was like, "I got to duel the Duke or whatever." And it's pretty stupid. Like, I don't know how accurate that is to the history of the actual thing, but it seems pretty accurate, I suppose. And they're doing this duel thing, and it's kind of crazy, because I'm looking back at this, I'm like, this is so stupid. Why was this ever allowed in history, these duels? I guess it's not allowed because it seems like it's all hush hush. Anyway, so the duel happens near the end, and Daphne interrupts it, and she rides her horse in between them right before they're about to shoot, and they like miss her, thankfully, and she's still there, but like, she's like, both of you stop being violent about this nonsense and work out your differences and stuff. And then she's like, okay, then I will marry the Duke. And that kind of resolves it. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll probably come back to you guys with episode 5 and see how that goes. Because so far it's starting to wane on me, the plot and all that. I feel like it's kind of stagnating a little bit. Like, it hasn't been too bad until this episode, and this episode is kind of making me... I'm starting to zone out in some of the episodes and being like, so are we just going to keep cycling back and forth in circles and stuff? So let's see how episode 5 is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I did not expect that to get so detailed and last so long, to be honest. Jeez. Man, well. I guess we're getting to that point in the show. Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. This episode, I was a little confused why they were like pissed with each other for a majority of it. And so it's revealed that at the end, before, the smexiness happens, that the Duke felt like he trapped Daphne in the relationship, and she felt like she trapped him in the relationship. So it's like, oh my god, we're both fucked up. And now, well, I mean, you know what happens after that. And so I guess it's like pretty official now, because if they start fighting again after this point, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed, because then it seems like we're going back in circles narratively. The subplots have gotten a little bit more interesting, I guess. I guess the artist guy is gay. That's cool. There's a character in this show with the pregnancy, and she's trying to get this other guy, this young guy, to marry her so that she's not, alone with this child. And it's pretty bad for women in this era, so you got that going for them. Eloise, I think, is still looking around. Yeah, this is really the slightly past the halfway point, episode 5, and now we will probably be getting somewhere. That's for sure. Man, we only have 3 episodes left after this. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Well, if this ends in a satisfying manner, then I guess it'll be a better than I thought as a show. It'll be tolerable. There's interesting parts, but it's not the lowest entertainment, you know. I guess I should be less condescending towards these kinds of things, cause you know there are impressive aspects of it, like all the costume designs, and like there I can't think of any plot holes or contrivances. As there maybe there's some silly things, but for you know overall, it all goes together. It doesn't usually make me feel bored, so yeah, that's a big plus. So these episodes are going to be a lot shorter than the usual ones we had during the school year, because I'm just pretty busy still, and you know how it be. There's not much going on. So yeah, thanks for tuning in once again.